One of the ways that people try to um, educate deaf children and have them acquire the English language is through speech reading. You may have also heard the term lip reading. We tend to use the term speech reading because, as you now know, there are more articulators that could be used to interpret the visual message than the lips. It's more than just lips. So um, the problem with speech reading is that not all the information is available, and not all of the visual information is contrastive. So what does that mean? If we look at three phonemes of English, b, and p, these are three different phonemes, so they can be combined with vowels to make different words like mom, bob, pop, bomb, mop, pom-pom. And we can rearrange them in different ways with different vowels. And you'll always be able to tell them apart. How do we tell them apart? The thing they share in common is that they're bilabial, so they use bilabial compression. Will also be, the velum will be down, so air will travel through the nose and you'll have nasal resonance. And so you can perceive and the oral cavity will be sealed at the lips. For b, it is not nasal, so the velum will be raised. And we produce it as a stop, so air pressure builds and then is released suddenly. B. Now, how is that different from p? Well, b uses vocal cord vibration and p does not. So those combinations of distinctive features allow you to perceive these differently so that I can create different words. But now, imagine that you're deaf or hard of hearing. The acoustic information is lost to you, and you're going to be left with the visual information. So if I go back to my examples of mom, bob, and pop, and you just receive the visual information, you're going to see that they have lost contrast now. They look the same. So there are some things that you can do in speech reading, like you can use context, and that will help you somewhat. But imagine being a child learning the language for the first time, and so you can't bring to bear context on when you don't know the words. So the idea of a cued language is where you use the hand to reintroduce contrast. So if we go back to our examples of b, and p, these look the same in the mouth, so they were given three different hand shapes. B, notice my thumb went away, and p only uses one finger. I'll do those again. B, and p. So now I'm going to cue those words, mom, bob, and pop, but I'm going to mix them up. And I'm going to cue them, and you see if you recognize what the word is now. Are you ready? That was pop. That was bob. And that was mom. So the introduction of the hand basically is to reintroduce contrast to the visual information that's available to the deaf person on the mouth. This can be done in real time, and all of the different phonemes of English are disambiguated by cueing.